how y'all doing? First off, y'all all look great today. And y'all did the right move coming into this room. Because when it comes down to it, as entrepreneurs, business owners, just in general, it's hard. You know what I mean? Getting to the dollar ain't always easy. So we have to figure out how do we get to the dollar easier. Pardon me. When it comes down to it, how many of us only do entrepreneurship and don't have a 9 to 5? Can I get some hands? Brother, let me see. Right? So for us to have a 9 to 5 and entrepreneurship, it's double hard for you. So you gotta deal with the boss, you gotta deal with being a boss. So trust me, I understand that. I tried that, it didn't work for me. I ended up having to just let it all go and do me. That's the case, right? So basically what I'm here for is to give y'all the opportunity to just do you and understand what credit really is. 9 times out of 10, we got the wrong ideology of what credit, business credit, structure, and everything is naturally. What we want to do is pay attention to exactly what we have. How many of y'all have 2 years and older or 6 months and older businesses here? All right. Anybody here under 6 months? Nobody under 6 months? All right, cool, great. So it's going to work for everybody in the room. So there's no way, no how anybody can say they don't understand what to do next, right? How anybody here, in fact, give me a raise of hands of how many right here got bad credit personally. Don't be embarrassed, it's all right. Personal credit bad, right? What if I told y'all personal credit don't mean shit? And business credit literally can structure everything for you. You understand? So, first off, let me give y'all a quick briefing of who I am. I'm Chi-lahdeee. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I came here as a teenager. Shout out Pyle, went to MacArthur together. I went back to New York. I ain't like Florida. It wasn't for me. When I went back to New York, I ain't do nothing with myself but waste time. Figured out what entrepreneurship is, and I figured out I didn't need to work so hard as I was doing without having a college degree, without figuring out what the next step was. Long story short, I'm in a perfect scenario. I have 2 6-figure businesses. I have another business I'm about to start with my son, 16-year-old son, that's foreign exchange beverages. So a bunch of Japanese potato chips, Brazilian Kit Kats, and all these other things that these kids buy. That's what they spend $1 on. So what you gotta pay attention to in your business, obviously, is who is your avatar, who is your customer, right? So in my case, I've realized that the first company was the credit repair company. I don't like credit repair. I don't like dealing with adults. Reason why is we were all taught credit incorrectly. Right. We were taught that credit was something we should not use. Utilization is harmful and it's going to do something to hurt us in the future. That's not what credit is. Credit is something that you get when you have a birth certificate and a social security card in this country. That's it. It's something that you're given for being a U.S. citizen. That's it. Even if you wasn't born here or not, right? So the idea is take what they said is yours and make it to where you need it to go. Credit is a sponsorship, my people. Credit is a sponsorship. It's not anything to be used to go shopping, go buy a bunch of drip, go buy all that. Now, y'all hear me say that drip shit and I'm wearing some clothes, right? This was free. And I'm going to exactly tell y'all how to do it. It's a real simple process. Cards come with points, right? There's retail points and there's cashback points. When you're running these credit cards and you're getting these points back, you got to understand there's something called manufacturer spending, which I'm going to jump on very lightly and we're going to go directly to business funding. Because I'm going to give y'all some plays that y'all can do today that you can get funding directly from banks and use it for whatever purpose you need business-wise, right? I use everything for business, my personal and my business credit, because it doesn't make sense not to. When it comes down to it, they have systems that they will literally give you guys breaks on everything. When it comes down to personal credit, we'll start there. What you want to do is, straight up and down, you want to make sure all of your information is correct. If the address and misspelling in your names, you guys all have credit reports, right? You guys all check your credit report, right? If you don't, check your credit report. It's free money. They just give you y'all money, straight up. So what we want to do is this. We want to make sure that the credit report has your first and last name only, no middle initials. All right? No middle initials, and on the addresses, we want to make sure the address is the most up-to-date address. Okay? We want to make sure that y'all have all the information correct and as little information as possible in your personal information box. From there, we get off of personal information and we jump down to what's actually the issue, which is the whole full report. The full report is going to have, maybe if you have some negatives on it, if there's any medical negatives, it's illegal to have. So that comes off right away. I'm going to give y'all my information before I get off this mic so y'all can contact me and I can give y'all whatever y'all need to be able to move forward. What we want to do is make sure that the negatives are totally off because that's the only way they're going to judge y'all. And when it comes down to it, do y'all know it's illegal to have? Now y'all all got social media. So y'all probably seen a bunch of videos of people talking about it's illegal to have negatives on your report. It is. It's called defamation of character. I sue the bureaus whenever they have negatives on my clients. The reason why? When somebody else tries to give you money and you apply, right? You're not going to get the money if they see you owe somebody else money, right? Now, you wrote a contract with Visa. That's what that is. You signed a contract to get a credit card. That contract is between you and Visa, right? It's not for public access. But your credit reports are public access. So even though you pay for the credit report and you think it's simply just for you, I can pull your credit report, just give you the password. And I can see all your personal information. So it's still a public access site. So once a public access site, from there, what we want to do is take all that off. Because at that point, they're using it against y'all. And now we can't get any funding. So that's just a quick briefing on the personal side. On the business, totally different. They don't add negatives to the business side because on the business side, when there is a negative, it comes off in 3 days. People don't know that. And we don't want to let too many people know that. You have to make sure you keep some knowledge for yourself, build off the knowledge, and then give it to somebody else. Because if you don't got it, you can't give it to sis. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we build off of the knowledge first, right? Now, once again, y'all contact me and I'll give y'all the information that y'all need to be able to clean both sides. Once we clean both reports and we understand both reports have the structured status to where we can get funding on it, we want to use the funding to be able to build off the business. Now, everybody got y'all phones, right? I'm going to give y'all a couple of businesses right now. It's called fnbo.com. It's a pre-approval. They're not going to run your credit until you press accept. Once you press accept from what they're going to give you, then they'll go ahead and hit you on Experian. They'll hit you on the hard. Now, if y'all know you have bad credit, do me a favor, don't run this play. But y'all can keep the play. FNBO. It's the National Bank of Omaha. I'm just going to come and just give y'all a bag. And from there, what you're going to do is, you're not going to run this if you know you're not ready. But if you're ready, there's going to be a pre-approval. There is a actual zip code I'm going to give y'all. Please write it in. 68124. That's the wealthiest zip code in Omaha, Nebraska. It's the wealthiest. You want to use zip codes that have the most money in it. So this way, 68124. I'm sorry, lady. 68124. Y'all no pressure, you got it. Y'all got questions, just spit it. I'm like that, so it's all good. When it happens, when you use that actual zip code, you're giving yourself the opportunity to get the most funding. Now, one thing about FMBO, it's not territorial. So you don't got to live there in Omaha to be able to get that bag. So that's what you got to pay attention to as well. Make sure you understand that, right? Because a lot of these banks are territorial. And they won't give you the funding just because you don't live there. And that's key to this conversation. So we have FMBO. There's another one I'm going to give y'all right now. It's going to be, one second, y'all. One second, excuse me. Founderscard.com. I need everybody to have that as well. Founderscard.com. Founders, yes. Founderscard.com. You want to have that as well. Why? It's a social card. Social status card. It's not a credit card. Founderscard.com. Founders card is not going to run y'all credit. It's a card that matches to y'all credit. So this way,
spell it right? Can you spell it for me?
Foun, yeah, Founders. Founders. CARD. Now with that card, you're going to match that card to your actual, literally to everything you do. How many of us travel for business? Everybody should put it in there. There's money all over. And if we got to drive, let's say if we driving, Founders card gives you 25% off on any rental car that you need. Founders card gives you the access to any airport. We like to go to get the free food. go to the Delta Lounge, you know what I'm saying, and get into all these lounges. Founders Card does that for you. So what you want to do is make sure, one thing about me, y'all, all I mean is only live abundantly. Alright? So I don't do shit just to do it. I like to do shit to be the most I can get out of it. Right? So the idea is move as abundant as you can. Get these cards. It's a nice little metal card. It's cute. It's $299. I'm going to send y'all the link. It's $299 when y'all use the link that I'm going to send you. Other than that, it's $799 to be a part of this social network. What's up?
$499 per year or just a one-time?
For the year.
Per year.
But I'm going to teach y'all how to get out of it on the 11th month, and then I'll back in, y'all get a whole nother 11 months. So y'all got to keep doing this shit over and over. I don't like wasting money. It's a bet. I can buy my kids something at 300. So that's the idea. We want to make sure give us the opportunity to learn what the process is. Because that's all this is. It's all just processes. Credit cards are processes. Loans, lines of credit, they're processes. So you just use the right process to create the bigger bag for you. And that's really all it is. Now, excuse me, people keep texting me. Are they rude? Anybody here in commercial vehicles, like Toro, anything like that? You do that? Not Airbnb, but Toro. Like if this is a commercial insurance. In fact, you could use it for Airbnb. I'm sorry.
What is the commercial? Because I was trying to go.
Lula. That's exactly what I'm about to drop. Lula. Lula.
Okay, because I was trying to avoid the Turo because the percentage is very expensive, and people won't tell you what's the commercial insurance to get.
Lula is the commercial insurance to go into.
L-U-L-A-R?
Lula.
Oh, L-U.
Lula.
L-U-L-A. It's the accent.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Being Puerto Rican, man, you got no choice. But when it comes to it, that's also something I wanted to give y'all as well as another bank, M&T. M&T. This is also and. The and sign, the and sign. M and sign T. That's another bank. That's not M&T. Mary and Tom. Mary and Tom. All right, y'all? My fault, y'all. My fault. I'm trying my best. But when it comes to it, these are banks that are not going to pull your credit. Hard pulls. Well, M&T will give a hard pull on Experian, but they're going to let you know prior how much they're willing to give you. So you want to understand the industry pre-qualifications, soft pulls, and then hard pulls. And this is all for business and personal. It's not just for one or the other. You want to make sure you structure yourself on both sides. Now, y'all have I work better off of conversation. I'm not really good at talking at people. None of y'all are my children. I can only do that with my son. So, y'all give me some questions. What credit questions do y'all have so we can just get a real conversation going? What's up?
So you said that it's illegal for them to have your medical information. Like you said,
Absolutely.
I have a contract with, let's say, Plantation General.
Okay.
Right? And then they, of course, when you don't pay it, they sell that information to the debt company, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when I try to, dispute it, like I don't have a contract with you all, it'll drop off and then it'll put it back on.
Yeah.
So how do I, because we're going to keep going through a cycle. I'm not letting up. So how do I officially, like...
Alright, so the best that there's no way of blocking a report without suing them. If you're not going to sue the bureaus, they're not going to block it. It's impossible because every bureau gets paid a certain amount of money a day to hold your personal information to sell it to another bureau. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Opt out. Hold on, let me get it right. Make sure it's correct. I have another great.com for y'all to get on. And you're going to opt out of any public company. Optoutprescreen.com. OPTOUTPRESCREEN.com. Optoutprescreening.com. Now, when you do that, they're taking all your information out of all the public sites. So now when Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and Innovis, the 4 bureaus, not 3, there's 4 bureaus that take your information, plus y'all gonna get my information, I'm gonna send all of y'all emails, another 192 secondary bureaus that got all y'all information. Whatever high school you went to, whatever hospital you was born in, whenever you, let me say y'all messed up on rent one time, It's all in there. No matter what you do, your information is being logged and being sold. This is America, the corporation. Y'all are not considered people here. I'm not considered people. None of us here, white, black, purple, blue, I don't care what color you are. You're not a human in America. You're a corporation. Your social and your birth certificate was sold to London the day you was born. Well, not London, Europe. It was sold to Europe the day you was born, and that information is complete flat facts. Y'all can look at it. When y'all talk to me, I don't do hacks, I do facts. So there's no way I'm gonna show y'all a sneaky way to do shit. I'm gonna show y'all a real way to do it. It's just gonna be sneaky to y'all because you never saw it before. You'll think, oh, this can't be right. No, it's really right. I know about 15 Jews that do it daily. And at the end of the day, they taught me how to do it. So I understand now how to structure things correctly, get nice cars and get all these nice attributes to life and have it under the business, not have it under the personal. Your personal, you want to be as clean as possible. Y'all don't want to have personal and mix it with high quality cars. The reason why, the day you make a mistake on that car, and let's say you sun go left, yeah, it could come off. That's fact. Everything could come off, y'all. Don't ever think nothing's stuck to your report. It's illegal to have a negative item on your personal. So since it's illegal, when we talk to the bureaus, well, when I talk to the bureaus, they understand that. And then from there, 2-3 letters later, it comes off somehow. Sometimes they circulate it back because they sell it to another debt collector. The debt companies, they went from having 320 debt companies 2 years ago to now being 7,000. And these are regular people like me and you. They just go ahead, they start up a LLC, and they just buy, they got enough bread to be able to just buy debt. And then they just kept it. Now, I'm keeping it real with y'all. Being a part of credit repair, I found a lot of these people. So I made friends. So what's up, you carrying debt? What business you own? So when I see that business on my client's report, what's good, homie? Take it off. It just comes right off. And he can't put it back on. He's not going to sell it. Why? Because I asked him, what's his minimum? What do you want minimum on that debt? And then from there now, we can go ahead now. Y'all recording, please don't tell nobody that. All right?
Oh, no, I didn't record that.
All right, good. That's nice. Because at the end of the day, that is a little inside thing. Yeah. But the way it works, what's up, sweetheart? How you doing?
Do you recommend, like, for her with something was, I was able to get something off my aunt's credit as far as hospital bills, have the creditor send it back to the credit, the collection agent send it back to the original creditor, so if it comes out of collection and you can kind of deal with them directly, no?
I'm sorry, say that question again? Say the last part of that question.
Like, have it for a medical bill.
Okay.
It's now in collections. Contact the collections department to have it sent back to the original creditor, let's say Plantation General. So it's no longer collections, and then you deal directly with Plantation General. That worked for me. Would you recommend that prior to?
That is a good way to do it, right? But you're still talking to them while they're putting debt on you. The idea is they should not put any debt on your report at all, nothing negative. So having them go backwards like that just kind of gives them the power to put it back on eventually. So what you want to do is you want to get it taken off completely by just suing the bureaus. If you want complete access to clear it off, sue the bureaus. Don't feel like that they hold any weight on you at all. You know what I'm saying? But if you do it the way with the letters and you do it with myself or anybody else, they're still going to have the opportunity of something getting put back on. So if you want to debt it, you just debt it. What's up? How do you sue? Right. So every bureau got a CRA. Yeah, everybody put this in your phones, write it down. Every bureau got a CRA. A CRA is the person who holds the actual information with pretty much everybody that they deal with. When it comes down, the bureaus deal with every company, right? So the CRA is the one that's either going to put it back on or take it off fully. So you want to deal with the CRA, and then from there, there's a particular set of lawyers that you would deal with. And those lawyers will be the ones that do the conversations between the CRA. And then the CRA will contact you guys, and then from there, the CRA will tell you, hey, we don't care. We're going to leave it there. And then you just keep playing ball with them. Let the lawyer keep sending their letters. It's going to take about 6 to 8 months, though. That's the bad part about suing. That shit takes forever. But there's a chance that with it taking as long as it does, there's like a 90% chance they're going to settle outside of court. And when they settle outside of court, you get paid. That's the difference between suing a bureau and just taking shit off your report. When you're suing them, you're getting paid for your pain and suffering. when you're taking it off the report with the way my company would do dispute letters, and people do FTC reports, which y'all gotta be careful with that, because that's the feds. Write this down, y'all. Write this down. FTC, CFPB. My bad. CFPB. Yes. I'm sorry, FTC. CFPB.
We do a little F as in Frank.
I bet. I'm just gonna say Frank, Tom, and Clarence.
Yeah.
All right? Clarence, Frank, Peter, and Bill. All right? CFPB. All right? Those are the federal bureaus. Oh, hold on. BBB. 3 Bs. All right? Better Business Bureau. All right? Those are 3 federal companies that not own, but run Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and Innovis. The 4 major companies that are keeping your information to hold and get paid every day for. So with that information, you now know who runs them. Those are the companies, well, those federal entities are going to contact those bureaus and let them know that this has to come down, this has to come off. The difference when you do an FTC though, you are playing with fire. You know what I mean? That shit real clear. Do not just go to ftc.org and just put, this ain't mine. Don't play yourself. They will come and get you. Not in the way of locking y'all up or nothing like that, unless y'all put like $1 trillion worth of shit. But in the sense of wanting to at least make you pay for the debt now. So we have to pay attention to what we're doing and make sure we're doing it the honest way. All right? So when you're running these things to fix your personal credit, that's also, let y'all know, shameless plug, I have my own community. It's called Evolutionary Minds. Where you come around, please understand, we are all consumers here. Not one of us in this room don't spend money to buy something. So with us being consumers, you gotta know how to consume correctly. You have the traditional consumer, which is how we look at credit. Don't use credit, the interest rates be too high. If you do use it, make sure you pay it all off the same month, all that nonsense, right? Then you have the uninitiated person that has a book full of credit cards, but don't know how to use them. I was a mixture of both for a little while. And then you have the evolutionary consumer, the one that knows that credit cards are meant to be used to be paid, not meant to be used to go shopping, or not meant to be used to do anything to pay bills only. Of course, you should mix it in, pay some bills with them credit cards. You got to do some real spending in there too. But do y'all ever heard of anybody here manufacturer spending? Nah, nobody in this room.
Enlighten us.
That's right. That's light. So manufacturer spending is when you buy something, you know what the 30 days return policies, 15 days, holidays, you get 90 days, 120 days. All that is basically just buying the products. I'm gonna give y'all 3.coms right now. Y'all write this down. I'm gonna teach y'all how to get some money today. Active Junkie. I know y'all heard that. Y'all can't act like you.
Junkie with the
Junkie.
I-E or Y?
With a Y.
Yeah.
Well, you never know, right? These are all apps. When y'all go into the app store, Active Junkie.
With an EY or just a Y?
Just a Y, just a Y, just a Y. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. Now we have Fat Coupon. And lastly,
P-H-A-T or F-A-T?
FAT. FAT. And then we have Rakuten. Rakuten is RAKUTEN. These 3 sites are sites that you go shopping on when it's time to go shopping. Which, when it comes down to getting this money on credit cards, I say twice a week. Y'all figure it out. Depending on the budget of your card, and depending on the date that card reports to the bureaus, you want to pay attention to that. So, how many of y'all got credit cards in this room? All right, cool. It don't matter how much you got. How many of y'all want to increase the balance of y'all credit cards? Okay, good. This is how you do it. Manufacturer spending, right?
But let me ask you, what if you ain't pay off the amount you already had?
You won't have to do that. Yeah. Let's zero out the credit cards, right? Let's zero them out. Let's keep them so we get the most opportunity out of this play. right? And this is going a little off topic because I did want to talk about business credit, but we're gonna get to that after this. I'm sorry, P. I'm ended up taking mad time. I'm sorry. I don't want to take too much of y'all time, but it's on me to give it to y'all because I really want y'all to understand how to make money off credit. That's the whole point of being evolutionary. You can't be like everybody else. 99% of the world is using their credit cards for two things: bills and shopping. Don't do that. So what we do is we use those .coms. When you become a member of those .coms, you're gonna be able to get. I should have gave y'all my code. I could have got some bread. Y'all can just go ahead and get 10%, 5%, 15% of whatever transaction. So if you spend $1,000, they give y'all 10%. Y'all gonna get back $100. That $100 they pay y'all. So when you're getting paid that $100, what you want to do is keep that. Of course, you're gonna keep that for yourself, but it's every 90 days. Y'all remember this, all right? They cut the check every 90 days off the .coms. Remember, every card y'all got should have points, either cash